Please join me for the pledge of... Good evening. I'm Minku Park, the president of the senior class at the School of Science and Engineering at the Yvonne A. Well Townview Magnet Center. Please help me welcome our distinguished principal, Ms. Tiffany Hewitt.
Welcome to our City Council member, Adam Medrano, our Dallas ISD School Board member, First Vice President, Dr. Lou Blackburn, Chief of Human Capital Management, Carmen Darville, Division 4 Assistant Superintendent, Division 4 Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Karen Cofield, Division 4 Executive Director, Isaac Carrier, faculty, staff, students, parents, grandparents, guardians, visitors, guests, and friends. We are here today to witness the commencement ceremony of the class of 2014. This class is indeed a class of distinction and honor, for they are outgoing, verbally, and academically sound. 4 years ago, with sparkling eyes and ambition for the future, you walked into Townview Magnet Center, willing and able to take on any challenge. Your teachers and parents told you to study hard and stay focused. Look at you today. You did just that, and we are proud of you. Remember to always make the most of yourselves, for that is all there is. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going, and education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. We are proud of you and your achievements, and we congratulate you on a job well done. Now, I would like to introduce our platform. Please stand as your names are called. Dr. Lou Blackburn, Dallas ISD School Board First Vice President. Carmen Darville, Chief of Human Capital Management. Dr. Karen Cofield, Division 4 Assistant Superintendent. Isaac Carrier, Executive Director for Madison Junior College. Adam Medrano, City Council Member, District 2. Edwina Townsend, School of Science and Engineering Magnet Assistant Principal. Edwina Bishop, School of Science and Engineering Counselor. Thank you in advance for your cooperation to ensure we have a dignified graduation ceremony. Your graduate has asked that you treat this exercise with the utmost respect. Every graduate deserves to hear his or her name and tribute announced. Please refrain from using any noisemakers, horns, bells, yells, or any other distractions that are not conducive to maintaining the dignity and grandeur of this event. We ask that you hold your applause and congratulatory yells until after all names have been called, so that the next name called can be clearly heard. Your assistance will help provide the very best graduation for each student. Again, our seniors and staff, thank you for honoring our request. According to the World News Report, the School of Science and Engineering is ranked number 8 in the nation. Feel free to applause for that. The Washington Post ranks our school number 5 in the nation. And Kids at Risk ranks our school number 1. I would submit that we are in the presence of America's future leaders. Our graduates will leave us and attend schools like MIT, UPenn, Stanford, UC Berkeley, Rice, UT Austin, Texas A&M, just to name a few. Combined, the 89 graduates that sit before you today have been awarded, as of this morning, $19.7 million in scholarships and awards. As you can imagine, it is quite an accomplishment to be recognized as the SEM class of 2014 salutatorian and valedictorian. Please help me to welcome the 2014 Science and Engineering Magnet salutatorian, Dan Lynn.
Okay. Good evening, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, friends and family, and fellow graduates of the class of 2014. Let's take a moment to recap just a few of the things that we've accomplished over the past 4 years. We created a student-run SEM yearbook committee. We introduced Paint the World to SEM. The National Honor Society became more active in serving the community, and we sent 4 teams to the UIL State Meet. Best of all, we launched SEM's very first ping pong club. It is by no coincidence that these achievements occurred during our time at SEM. They are a result of our ambition to succeed, an ambition that is often accompanied by an eagerness to learn new things, work together, and reach new heights. Of course, none of these accomplishments would have been possible had it not been for our teachers. Teachers, thank you for pouring your hearts and souls into our classes, for being patient with us and putting up with our senioritis, for teaching us both course material and important life lessons. Thank you to teachers like Mr. Newton, who are always there for us and never seem to go home. Ms. Hines, thank you for showing us all that we need to love each other. Please, a round of applause for all of our outstanding teachers. Another round of applause for our principal, Ms. Hewitt, our counselor, Ms. Kashup, the office staff, PTSA, lunch ladies, and custodians for all the hard work they put into keeping our school running. We owe a huge thank you to all of our families and for their unconditional love and undying support, especially to our parents who have somehow managed to put up with us for this long. Mom and Dad, thank you for always going the extra mile, encouraging me to persist, and instilling your moral values into me. To my cousins and role models, Annie and Dan, thank you for guiding me through my academic career. My fellow classmates, as we embark on our journey to college and beyond, we will have to say goodbye to many of the perks we enjoyed as high school students. This means no more turning in homework late, no more teachers who spoon-feed us, and sadly, no more Chicken Tender Tuesday. We must also say goodbye to each other, and I am not ashamed to say that I will miss all the laughter we have shared. However, we will never have to say goodbye to the fond memories we've created. We will always remember Nikola as the guy who loved Serbia more than life itself. And we will always remember Artavia as Tay-Tay, our beloved prom queen. Minku will always be our class president. Corbin will always be the best and perhaps the only athlete in our class. And no matter what, Wesley and I will always be SEM's cutest couple. The list goes on and on. My fellow graduates, thank you for giving me a truly unforgettable high school experience. I definitely could not have made it through SEM without you. We definitely could not have made it without each other. As we go our separate ways, I hope that you will always cherish these memories that we've made. With that said, the salutatorian typically concludes his speech with some inspirational words. However, having lived for only 18 years, I do not feel qualified to give you any real advice. Maybe in the future, when I'm more experienced, richer, and of course, more handsome, I'll be able to impart unto you some better words of wisdom. But until then, all I can tell you is this. Class of 2014, we are not average, and thus we should not let practicality define our lives, our dreams, or our futures. We are intelligent and we are strong, so always dare to imagine bigger and greater things, dare to dream and to pursue the seemingly impossible. In the words of the rapper LL Cool J, success is achieved and maintained by those who try and keep trying. Congratulations, class of 2014.
And now, please help me to welcome the 2014 Science and Engineering.
Over these last 4 years, class of 2014, while we've definitely had our share of laughs and happy moments, sometimes we don't appreciate them as much as we should. We haven't always gone along with each other, and there are certainly things we could have done better, but our shortcomings aren't what we should be looking back on down the line. Let me explain. We, the class of 2014, have a tendency to complain too much. Well, I know that at least I do. I was often too quick to criticize what I saw and neglect the positive things over these last 4 years that will stick with me much longer than anything else will. SEM may not be perfect, but I have a hard time believing that anyone here wasn't really influenced in some very important, wonderful way by something, whether it be the school itself, your very best friends, an amazing teacher, or anything else here. I know I was, although sometimes I wasn't too quick to admit it. But really, when I look back on SEM, I don't remember the homework assignments or the projects. I remember the times I spent with friends laughing and throwing ideas at each other, and the little things. We spent entire semesters in our classes, but I bet that all of you have trouble remembering which classes you had a couple years ago, and much less the curriculum. Let's focus our energy on remembering the positive things with each other over the years. I remember the fun my friends and I have had, and how it really is worth loosening up and having some fun, and most importantly, not caring too much about what others think about you. I've laughed a lot over 4 years, and I'm really thankful for that. Thanks for all the fun times, guys. Even though I probably spent a little too much time there, I have no regrets over all the time I spent in Mr. Newton's board. I made some good friends there, and the math competitions we went to were definitely a highlight of my high school experience. Thanks to everyone who participated, and to the best teacher, coach, and mentor ever, Mr. Newton. I will remember forever the good friends I made here, and even though you might not believe me, I won't forget you. Dan, love you, man. Thanks for everything, guys. Corbin, I think everyone in our class, including me, is really impressed with how you can manage everything that you do and still be a really cool guy. Thanks for giving us someone to look up to. Nicola, I can honestly say that you always lit up my day with a snap of your fingers and a smile. It's hard to believe how long we've been keeping up our special introduction. That's something I'm really going to miss. Thanks for giving me a great memory. I remember the discussions we had in English and everywhere else this year, and especially the people who tried. Matthew, I'm talking to you. I was really impressed by the effort you put into our discussions, and we need more people like you in this world. Thanks, man. I'll remember Dylan Silver as the greatest storyteller I've ever met. He might be a little too good sometimes. And Encore as the guy whose laugh is enough to make me laugh every time. Thanks for being hilarious, guys. Eddie, I'm gonna remember why you garbage, boy. I remember why Kalab was crowned prom king and Artavia prom queen. I'm going to remember all the nicknames everyone gave me. West Nile, Sleeves, West Khalifa, Two Fades, No Muscle Runnels. Thanks for the little things, everyone. There's many more people I can think of who have had an impact on me. Thanks to Diego for helping me develop a sense of style. Wilson for all the things you've taught me over the years. Okay, I should probably stop now. But unfortunately, I can't get to everyone tonight. Parents, if these are your children, I want you to know that I appreciate them, and that I'm grateful for meeting them. If not, don't worry. Your child is remembered among us, and someone else will remember them for years to come. Several weeks ago, a few friends of mine and I decided to attempt to name everyone in our class from memory, and we got everyone. There are no forgotten souls among us. It's been a while since I tried to make a point, but I guess procrastinating one last time won't hurt. There's a lot of good things to reminisce on from these last 4 years for everyone, and without certain people in our lives, these things would not have happened. Go thank your parents, teachers, and mentors for everything they've done, purposely or otherwise. Hug your friends one last time tonight, if you know you won't be seeing them much afterwards. And if anyone's interested, we're offering a special on free hugs tonight. I'll miss you guys when I'm gone. Considering this is the last thing I will say to some of you, I thought about including some joke or inspirational quote here. But I decided that I'd rather leave you with a few words that I find most fitting. Thank you, class of 2018. Good night, everyone.
Okay, good evening. To Ms. Hewitt, the principal, and other administrators, faculty, and staff, the lunch ladies, parents, and relatives, and friends. I want to give congratulations to this 2004 graduating class of the School of Science and Engineering Magnet. A few years ago, my son graduated from Science and Engineering, and I understand someone a little while ago talked about possibly going to MIT. If you are going to MIT, be sure to look up Clinton Blackburn and tell him I said to do well. But I bring greetings from the Dallas Independent School District Board of Trustees, a group of people who are dedicated and committed to the success of our students. It is always a privilege and an honor to have this opportunity to address you. Now, graduates, I will keep my remarks short because I realize how eager you are to get your diploma, for which you worked so hard. Minku, you are eager to join your families and your friends to share your joy with them. And Dan, I understand you are eager to get started with your plans for the future. Now in the future, Wesley, I think you might want to be a champion. Now, the path to that destination is simple. It's in the power of two. You see, your success is in two, not one and not zero. Because you see, class of 2014, your journey has just begun. Melissa, you see, no one makes it all by themselves, but with the help of others, we become our best selves. People speak to our hearts, inspiring us with their words every day. You see, a word of encouragement can go a long way. The right words can engage the brain, Christian, and possibly bring an idea to life. They keep you focused on the positive and free your heart from strife. I'm still talking about the power of two. You see, maybe it was your mother, Alexis, who said, keep on going. I know you can do it. Or Juan, maybe it's your father who said, pick yourself up and dust yourself off when you thought you blew it. Perhaps it was your teacher, Dylan, who said, failure is not an option. Or Davis, maybe it's your coach who said, keep your eyes forward and continue on. Your life has only just begun. Now, Alejandro, you think that they were being hard because they pushed you past your limit, when in fact they only saw the best in you and wanted you to realize it. Corbin, they would not accept anything less than your best because they knew that was the true key to your success. Still, I'm talking about the power of two. And Helio, life is a lot like business. It takes the help of someone who sees your potential to serve as a true champion. When you excel, it is not because of the sole efforts of your own. It is because of the people who have supported you, cheering you on. They never lost sight, Delia, and continue to believe, even when you may have wanted to walk away, quit, or simply leave. For they knew the real power of two. When you got discouraged, they were there to see you through. Catherine, I am still talking about the power of two. Now, Jeremy, as you take your journey towards success, I want you to get your swag going. And when I talk about swag, I talk about service with attitude and gratitude. Now, Eduardo, when we're talking about service, I want you to get involved, mentor or tutor a young child, reach out to a neighbor in need, and perhaps perform some random acts of kindness. Now, Vanessa, when we talk about attitude, I need you to give service with your full attention, serve with vitality and vigor.